Hi folks. Welcome back to Meta Box tutorials. Today, we're going to show upcoming events by combining Meta Box and Elementor. Just events have the end date after the current day could be displayed. Day by day, if it passes the end date of any event, those events will disappear on the page. And it's all automatic. For example, assume that today is November 15th. We will filter and display events that are either ongoing or scheduled for the future. This means that an event with an end date beyond November 15th will be shown on the page. I created some custom fields to store some typical information about the event, like this. The start date and the end date as well as will be used for that filter. In this case, each event will be a post of a custom post type. Before going ahead, let's check which tools are needed for this practice. We'll use Elementor to build the page, obviously. I also use Elementor Pro, which MetaBox already has the integration with, to display the information from custom fields. Next, we have the MetaBox plugin to have a framework to create a custom post type and custom fields for the event. You can install it directly from wordpress.org. Besides, we also need some MetaBox extensions for the advanced features. You can install them individually, or use MetaBox all-in-one to have them all. Here are the extensions we need. MB Custom Post Type, to create a custom post type for the events. MetaBox Builder, to have a UI on the backend, to create the custom field visually. And the last one is the MetaBox Elementor Integrator. It helps Elementor elements to get the dynamic data from custom fields created with MetaBox. Make sure you've enabled them already. Now, let's start. Go to MetaBox and create a new post type for the events. After publishing, there will be a new menu here. It's your post type. Each event may have some subsidiary information. Then, we should use custom fields to store them. Just create them as you go. I have some typical ones for this practice. Two of them, the start date and end date, should be must-have items since they will be used for the filter. Now, go to MetaBox and create them. I'll choose the date picker field type for the start and end date of the event. Pay attention that you will have this setting for the field only when enabling the MB Admin Columns extension. I turn on this setting to show the date on the management dashboard. Then you can easily compare with the result. So, this extension is just optional, and I did not mention it from the beginning. After creating all the needed fields, go to the Settings tab. Choose Location as Post Type, and select Event to apply these fields to this post type. Now, in the Post Editor, you will see the custom fields. Just input data into them. Here are some posts that I created, for example. The start date and the end date are shown as admin columns. You may want to see these ones once again in the end to easily compare with the ones displayed on the page. With Elementor, we should create a template to stipulate how information about each event should be displayed. Because there are multiple events, and we will use this template to display them all on the page, we should set the template as the loop item type. Remember to set the preview for the template. This is the display of an event that I'm going to have for this practice. Let's add some elements to have it. For the image of the event, add the featured image element. Then, add the post title element for the event title. Next, I want to display the start date and end date along with icons. So choose icon list element instead of normal text. Since this information is saved in custom fields created with Meta Box, we'll use the dynamic tags for each item. Find the Meta Box field in the Post section, and then choose the corresponding fields from the drop-down list. Now, you'll see a date from the Start Date field displayed immediately. You also can change the icon in this section. Do the same to display the end date. For the location, I'll add another icon list element. Actually, you can use the created icon list for the dates. I just create a new one for separation. Also, use the dynamic tags to connect this element with the field. We've just finished getting all of the information for the event. Let's move to the next step. Let's edit any page you want to show the upcoming events. I will add a section on the home page for it. Add a heading element for the section's title as usual. To get all the posts, add the loop grid element. In the layout section of this element settings, choose the created template. It's the template and the type of loop item we created. Now, some blog posts will be displayed. To replace them with the events, go to the query section and change the source to the event post type. Then, all of the posts in that post type will display here. Note that I specifically mentioned all the posts. However, we just want to display the upcoming events, so we need a custom query to filter those posts. Elementor does not support creating any custom query on this screen. We should add code to the theme file for the query. Go to the theme functions file. Add these lines of code. For your information, this syntax is provided officially by Elementor. So, just use it with no waiver. Let's go through it in more detail. This hook is to create a query with this ID to execute the functions below. This line helps to get the current time based on the time zone the website has been set. This is to query the post in this post type. The events as well as the posts that meet at least one of two conditions below will be obtained and displayed. This is to compare the start date with the current date. It means that all the upcoming events will be displayed. If there is any event that doesn't meet this condition, but its happening with the end date is after the current date, then this helps to display those events. This is to set the query from this variable. That's done for the custom query. Remember to copy this query ID. Then go back to the page editor with Elementor. Input the created query ID to this box. But before doing that, keep track of these posts carefully. Because once you insert the ID of the custom query, the list of displayed posts will change. The changing images are the most clearly showing which posts have been updated. This is how the section displays on the page. We should style it a bit for a better look. Go back to the created template as a loop item for each event. Just customize each element's settings to have a better look for the event information. As well as in the page editor. Do so with the settings of the loop grid element. Now, all of the upcoming events are displayed as we want. That's the end of today's tutorial. If you want to learn more about how to play around with Meta Box, please watch other tutorials on this channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to us for more tutorials. Bye.